Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Pocket. We're going to jump right back into this event. I haven't done any between this episode and the last. I'm going to jump in with the Pikachu deck. Not because I want to be annoying, but because I want to get better with it. I'm still running it with the Pincurchin in it, but I want to see if I can get good. The problem is I always seem to run up against... I'm running up against way more Mewtwo's than I am against Pikachus. And if I draw poorly, they just one-shot me and sweep through my board. So, we're of course going first, because why wouldn't we? We have to play Zapdos here. They're also playing a Lightning deck. I wonder if it's also a Pikachu. So we have two Pokeballs here, which is awesome. Oh, maybe they're playing some weird Jolteon deck? I'm not really sure. Okay, this could be really good. This could be fantastic even, some would say. There's Voltorb and Voltorb. Here is a Pikachu Ex. And should we put Pincurchin on the bench maybe, just for funsies? Yeah, we'll do it just for funsies. Or we get Pikachu EX again, so that's even better. So what we'll do here is we'll Pika. We have an X-Speed 2 to get Zapdos out of there if needed. So we'll Pika there, we'll put Voltorb down, and then we will in-turn here. Unfortunately, we are going first, so let's see if they can get Jolteon on the board quite quickly here. It's a little scary. That's not scary. Eevee can do 20. They're not getting Jolteon out this turn. So they're doing 30, I think, to... I'm not sure what Jolteon's damage is, to be honest, or why they would use... That's fine. So what we want to do here is bop. We will potion up, and then we will just end turn, and we will be attacking next turn. This is the good thing about the Pikachu deck, especially if you can get an X speed in hand. You can start with whatever you want out front. Okay, so if they don't get Jolteon out this turn, which they do, Jolteon dies anyway. Does 40 damage for each heads. That's perfectly fine. If they get all heads here, I mean, yeah, we might take a little bit of an L, but we should be okay. They got 3, so we die. They only needed 3 heads. That's crazy. It's also a weakness, so that's super annoying. But nothing we can't handle here. We just go in here. Now they're probably thinking, oh, they can't kill me. It takes 90 HP. So we will attach energy to Mr. Pikachu. We will Electrode here, and then I think we'll Pincurchin for the extra 10 HP. And then the opponent conceded because I had another bench Pokemon. So just like that. So Pikachu is good if you can draw a good hand, and not go up against like a Mewtwo deck is super awesome. So cool. I'm trying to truck through this event because I'm not like super far behind. It was like I only needed 1 win a day, but I figured I might as well just buckle down, try to get the 45 wins, and then, go from there. There's more stuff to do in this game. We have new events coming out. I don't want to be lagging behind in this event when I have other events to like talk about and do on my channel. There's nothing special so far from what I've heard about this event. It really is just you get the 45 win emblem. So I'm just doing it because I can. Like I might as well. Okay. Do we start with... No, I think we start with Zapdos because we don't have any draw cards here. We go Voltorb here, and then we go Zapdos here, and we're going second. So we start battle. Okay, so we win if they don't put a Pokemon down. They've got to get something on their bench here because their weakness is, unfortunately, lightning. So let's see. I'm curious. They're not moving right now. So there's Misty, which is fine. I'm not super worried about a Misty, to be honest, on turn 1. I mean, they could do a little bit of damage, but they can't evolve or anything. Are they going to... So, surely I just attach an energy here. Their weakness is lightning, so it's about to do 40. And we win the game. I'm really curious what deck that they were running. I don't know why. It must have been a really rough deck, or they just got a really bad draw and started with Magikarp. I'm not really sure. Interesting. So pretty 2 easy wins. That can happen a lot with Pikachu. Let's see. We'll battle again. We're just trying to rip through this event, which Pikachu helps with. If you have a Pikachu, a Starmie, a Mewtwo, any of like the bigger cards, and you're still a little bit behind on getting wins, just hop in. You'll get a lot of stuff like that. Okay, so they're running a dark deck. Is that dark? I think that's dark. We have 2 Pokeballs here, so I'm going to start with... Oh, I maybe should have started with Zapdos anyway, because we have an X speed there. But we have 2 Pokeballs, so if we start here... Okay, they're running a Nidoqueen, Nidoking type deck, I'm assuming. Okay, there's Sabrina, so we can Sabrina if needed, but we have 2 Pokeballs here. Yep, there's Zapdos. And this is why I kind of wish I would have put Zapdos in front. Give me that Pika, that's what we want. So we have the X speed as well to take him down, so we will just put Zapdos all on the bench and everything. And then I think I will end my turn. They're not going to be able to attack this turn and do damage to my Voltorb, which is good. So I don't want to I didn't want to waste the X speed, but I think we're okay here. We got a good draw. We got the bench filled. They're going to put some Pokemon down, which is totally okay. We won't be able to attack next turn, but yeah, and that's like the cool thing about this deck too, with Voltorb being a cheap attacker and Electrode being a cheap attacker, is like if I only had Voltorb out, I could put energy on and start doing a little bit of pressure, but I think we just load up a... So they're calling for family. I'm going to assume this Voltorb doesn't die next turn. We have an X speed. We have another X speed. So I'm actually going to... I'm not going to waste an X speed, because if I X speed out into Zapdos, they might think I have another one. I'm going to save an X speed. I don't think they can kill this Voltorb this turn. I could be very wrong about that, but we're about to start ripping through their deck anyway. So they can do 30 with this Nidorina. Surely, are they gonna... They have to pull this Nidorina back, though. Like, I think Nidorina is the main attacker of this deck. Okay, so they didn't pull Nidorina back, which is fine. So what we do here is we don't even need to potion at this point. We just put Pikachu out. An Electrode would have been nice, but we just X speed into Pika here, and we take out their Nidorina. They could do some damage to my Pikachu here, but cutting off the Nidorina before they get to Nidoqueen was very nice. I don't think Nidoking is still a big hitter. They do big damage, but I'm not sure. He must have a Nidoking in hand. So I might Sabrina, depending on where they put this energy. So they're using Hand Scope, which is fine. I'm not really sure. Okay. Again, I'm not really sure what I'm missing here, but I'm going to Sabrina in this Nidoking so that I can get first dibs on it. So what is the thing here? What is their move? Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and it does 90 damage. So it will kill me pretty fast, but he either kills me next turn, or we can back out into a Zapdos and start doing damage that way. Okay, so they are going to do what I'm assuming is the 90 damage, but then they're going to be too far behind on energy in the back. So that's fine. So we can Electrode here. I will give the Zapdos the energy. I will Potion to live an extra turn. Live an extra, yeah, I think an extra turn. And then we'll Circle Circuit for 90 and take out their Nidoking. And so they can put out another Nidoking here, but they won't be able to attack. They're so far behind on energy. And if they don't evolve here, we win next turn. So let's see. Yeah. So they do go up to Nidoking. We go down to 20. And then we could Professor's Research. We could X Speed and get out of here, which I don't think is the worst idea. What if we do something like this? I think this is the move. So we could do 90 here, but now we have this Pikachu in our back pocket if we need it. So we retreat Pikachu out, do Zapdos. Give me like 100 damage here. I'm not even going to use Professor's Research. We'll save it for next. Well, let me use Professor's Research because a Giovanni here could, just for whatever reason, perfect. So we're good here. We can put in the other Zapdos. Everybody else is charged up. So we just Thundering Hurricane here. And let's see if we... Look, give me the knockout right here. Give me one more. Oh, no. Okay, so we did 100, which is totally fine. There's still no way they can attack this turn. And unless they get 2 X-Speeds in their hand, which I don't even know is possible because they don't have any other Pokemon on their bench, they can't X-Speed out of this. So this might just be a loss for them. But let's see. I'm happy that they're playing it out. Nobody's just conceding. So they're going up to 70... which is fine. So all we're going to really do here is we are going to attach to this Zapdos, pay the retreat cost into Pikachu, and then we will Circle Circuit and take out this Nidoking for our 3rd point and for the win as their board is clear. Yeah, the Pikachu deck today really working well for me so far. We're 3-0 now, and we're, what, 11 minutes into this video, so let's see if... So we're up to 37 now. We got 8 more wins to go. Give this man a thanks for not conceding. We give everybody a thanks. The only time I haven't given thanks in this game is if I just accidentally click too fast. Bad placement on where they put the thanks, but it is what it is. Let's jump into another one. We're only 12 minutes in. I've tried not to overuse like the Pikachu and make it like every video, but yeah, when you're a free-to-play account and you only have so many decks, unfortunately I can't be like the other content creators and just show you guys 50 million decks. But yeah, so we try to move, we try to get stuff done in this game. We are going second, which is super nice. We'll start with a Zapdos. We have no draw power, which I don't love. We're going up against another lightning deck. I'm curious what type of lightning deck. They can't attack me this turn, which is super nice. We can kind of start figuring out what we want to do with this Zapdos. We have a potion. I'm hoping we can get off like a Thundering Hurricane after some Pex, maybe. Yeah, so they'll be able to attack next turn. That's not what we want. We'll go here. And we will go here. And we'll just start pecking away. Maybe they think this is an 18 trainer Zapdos deck now. This is where the Pikachu deck, this is where I start kind of having problems with it. And it's the same thing as every other deck. It's just your draw. But drawing into like 2 Giovannis in like your opening hand is horrible. A potion's not bad to have, an X-Speed's not bad to have. But like if that Giovanni was, like if one of those Giovannis was a Professor's Research, we would be in such a better spot than we're in right now. Okay, my turn. Okay, so we grabbed a Pika. The problem is we still don't have any draw power, so I'm just going to continue. They didn't place an energy either on their Kangaskhan, so I'm going to hold off on the Pikachu and just kind of see. So next turn, we'll use a Giovanni, try to take out this Kangaskhan maybe. They're running some sort of water deck, but they have Kangaskhan and a Coughing in. There's Wheezing, which is fine. They can't get out of Kangaskhan just yet unless they attach an energy and use 2 XPs, which is very possible. They have a lot of cards in their hand, but they're just going for the attack, which I think is very fair. But with Wheezing coming out next turn, we know we have a little bit of time. Okay, so they're only doing 30 damage, which is even better. I'm not even going to potion up just yet. And then we should be able to... See, we're just not drawing well. So this is where we hope Zapdos takes us through this game. So we have 2 Giovannis, which is great because we have 2 things that we need to hit here. So I'm going to use 1 Giovanni and hope that we get 1 Tails. I mean, 1 Heads on this Thundering Hurricane. And then when Wheezing comes in, we'll hope for more Heads. There we go. That's it. That's all we needed. So there goes Kangaskhan. So they could Koga, put something else down on their bench, and then attack me. But I'm trying to think what would be able to do 100 damage outside of like Pikachu Ex on the first turn. I mean, you can't even just lay Pikachu Ex. It doesn't have lightning energy. So yeah, I don't know what this deck is, but it's their turn. They're definitely going to Gas Leak me. They won't be able to tackle me, which is fine. So we're about to do way more damage per turn to this Weezing. We could put... I want another basic Pokemon is kind of what I was waiting for. Because I don't know what their deck is. So if I put this... If we don't get another... That's fine, because they can't... Okay, so there's Voltorb, which is exactly what we want, especially because we have an Electrode in there. So we'll Pikachu, we will Voltorb here, we will attach an energy to said Pikachu. We don't quite need to potion up yet. I'm not super worried about it. And then we will Giovanni again in hopes for 2 heads here. So give me a little bit. I'll try the little trick everyone's been doing. Doesn't work for me, I guess. Give me a second. That's crazy. I went 1 for 4 on back-to-back coin flips. That's okay. That would have been nice to get the dub there. We do have the X speed to get Zapdos out next turn and keep... Okay, so it's a Dragonite deck. That's so interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, so they're potioning up here. I'm not really sure what the play is. I'm going, okay, 70. Okay, because I have two Pokemon on the bench, and I've already used 2 Giovannis, so there's no way. Let me see what I draw next turn before. We can get rid of this Weezing, but we could also get rid of this Dratini. So it Gas Leaks again, which is fine. It doesn't do any extra damage. It's still just 10 every time they end their turn. So we tick down to 70. Give me another. Okay, that's perfect. We gotta have something here. I don't think we've used a single... Okay, perfect. So we put Pincurchin on the bench. We evolve into Electrode. We power up little Pika here. We X speed out with this Zapdos and then put Pika in. Take out this Weezing, which is perfect. And then even if they go... So here's the thing. If they go up to Dragonair next turn, we might be screwed. Well, we're not screwed because that's 100 HP, so it would take us 2 turns to take out the Dragonair, but they're still so far behind on energy that I think we're chilling. So I'm going to hit for 90 here, make sure they can't Koga this, which is perfect. And then they are going to put Dratini in the active spot, and we'll see what this turn brings. Opponent's turn, perfect. Okay, so they could ram me this turn for 40, but then I win the game next turn. So they conceded. I'm assuming they didn't have a Dragonair. So that is that one. So we're at 38 now. Let's just keep on pushing. Let's see. So what is that? Is that 4-0 with Pika? Again, we're not playing the most meta decks, but if you need to hop online and get some quick wins, I just highly recommend. Definitely hop on and play some other fun decks, but I was doing this to get some wins to kind of catch up. I want to finish this event this week. I think there's new stuff starting up this week, so I really want to finish this event today or tomorrow. We are going first. We are playing a water deck. We will put Pincurchin in. This is not a great opening hand right here, but we'll play it out. Alright, what is this, like a Starmie deck? Yeah. Oh, goodness. It's a Starmie Blastoise Greninja deck. So they might have some trouble drawing here. We aren't going to be able to... No, that's not the... We'll hold off on that for just a second. Potion, Sabrina, Giovanni. Okay, well, in turn... Wow, that sucks that we're not able to attach energy first. I'm assuming there's going to be Misties in here. This is a... Oh my goodness. This deck is huge. Okay. So they did 20. If they go up to Starmie next turn, that gets a little scary. I won't lie to y'all there. But let's see the professor's research here. Got Electrode and Giovanni. Not quite what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and put Voltorb down. Actually, since we got Electrode, I'm going to go ahead and put Voltorb down. Attach the energy. And then hopefully they don't Sabrina me this turn. And, I mean, they'll take damage, but we'll do 70. Oh, gosh, if they have a Starmie, though. I just don't know if we quite got the draw here. Pincurchin, maybe I should have just done Thundershock. Could keep him alive, though. Okay, so what are they attaching to here? The Blastoise, probably, would be my best guess. Okay, so they Tails, which is fine. Oh, it was the Articuno, and they only did 20 again. Alright, here's the main issue. So I'm going to start doing damage. We kind of just have to. What Pokeball do we get here? Okay, that's not the worst one to get. I'm going to put it on the bench. Gives me a little bit of beef healing. We will Electrode and then X speed here maybe, and bang here. So yeah, I don't really want them to get a Starmie online, so and they've already attached an energy, so I'm going to kill Staryu here. They won't kill me this turn unless of course they have a Misty, which there's not really much we can do about that. It is weak to lightning, which is super nice. So if they don't kill me here, I'm definitely taking the 90 damage that this is going to do. I think the trade-off, because if we put pressure on them, then they get a point here, but then we might get a point on our next turn. We'll see. We'll see. So they're going to do 40. Okay, so they do 40, right? And then next turn, oh, that's even better. Okay, so there's nothing on their board that scares me. I can take the 90 damage here. Or the 100. I think 90 is enough. And then next turn, so 90 will put them down at 50. They could get back up to 90. And we don't have a guaranteed... I'm just going to Electro Ball here. I think it's worth it because they either attack me next turn and run the risk of dying if I get another... what do we have? We've used 2 Pokeballs and a Professor's Research. Okay, so we still have another Pika, another Zapdos. We have another Voltorb. Okay, they conceded. So, yeah, that's just like that. I think this was like 5-0 again. Again, not running against the best decks, but if you need to hop on and... you just get wins quickly, this is how you do it. So anyway, that's it for this episode. We've got 11 more wins to get, so we're going to split it up for the last 10. We're going to do some more of the fun decks. I just wanted to zip through with Pikachu because I didn't want these to take too long, but that's it for this episode. I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.